उपशान्तये सरस्वति नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करल्लोकशङ्करम् शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। भगवद्गीता Chapter 2 Shloka 42, 43 and 44. These three shlokas are connected, therefore we will study them together. First, let's chant them. यामिमां पुष्पितां वाचं प्रवदन्त्यविपश्चितः वेदवादरताः पार्थ नान्यदस्तीति वादिनः। कामात्मानः स्वर्गपराः जन्मकर्मफलप्रदाम् क्रियाविशेषबहुलाम् भोगैश्वर्यगतिं प्रति भोगैश्वर्यप्रसक्तानां तयापहृतचेतसाम् व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धिः समाधौ न विधीयते। Now, starting from Shloka 39, Bhagavan is explaining Karma Yoga. In the context of Karma Yoga, Bhagavan is talking about certain types of actions that a Karma Yogi is not encouraged to perform. A Karma Yogi is supposed to perform certain types of action, and he is not supposed to perform certain other types of action. Now, the Vedas. The Vedas are divided into two portions, namely Karma Kanda and Jnana Kanda. The Karma Kanda portion deals with karma, various types of actions, which include yajna, the rituals like fire ritual, dhanam, giving, charity, and tapas, various types of austerities. So, karma kanda enjoins certain types of karma, certain types of actions. These actions are two types: sakama karma and nishkama karma. Two types of actions are enjoined in the karma kanda portion of the Vedas. Sakama karma means the Vedic rituals, the Vedic karmas that are performed for accomplishing a material result like wealth, like good health, and any other enjoyment in this world, and also Swarga. Swarga is a higher world, a higher loka, which one enjoys posthumously after death. So, even for going to Swarga, there are certain types of karmas enjoined in the Shastra, in the Veda, in the Karma Kanda. Even such karmas are sakama karma. Even the karmas that serve as a means to go to Swarga are also sakama karma. Then the same Veda enjoins another type of karma, which is called nishkama karma. Karma without any material end in view. Karma without any material desire in view is called nishkama karma. And why such karma is performed? Why one has to perform nishkama karma? It is for chitta shuddhi, purification of mind. So there are sakama karma and nishkama karma enjoined in the Shastra. Both are enjoined by the Shastra. Among these two types of karma, a karma yogi is supposed to perform only nishkama karma. He is not supposed to perform the sakama karma, even though it is enjoined by the Vedas. Now we can understand what kind of karma a karma yogi is supposed to perform. Definitely he should not perform the nishiddha karmas. Nishiddha karma, the karmas that are prohibited by the Shastra. A karma yogi should avoid. And then among the karmas that are enjoined by the Shastra, a karma yogi should avoid the sakama karma and perform only nishkama karma. In order to encourage a karma yogi to perform nishkama karma, Bhagavan is criticizing the people who hold on to sakama karma. Now Krishna is addressing a potential karma yogi because he wants Arjuna to be a karma yogi. He has to perform karma yoga. And if he has to perform karma yoga, he should not get into sakama karma. Therefore, to ensure that Arjuna as well as the other audience of Bhagavad Gita, they do not get attracted by the sakama karma, Krishna is criticizing the people who are committed to sakama karma. He says, those who perform sakama karma, they go away from moksha. They turn away from the ultimate goal of life. Let's go with the words of the Slokas. He Partha, Bhagavan is addressing Arjuna. He Partha, O Partha, Avipaschitaha, who perform the sakama karma. The people who perform the sakama karma are avipaschitaha. The people who do not have wisdom, the unwise people. Such people do sakama karma. Vedavadarataha. Even such people, they are committed to the words of the Vedas. Even they are astikas. Astika means one who trusts in the words of the Vedas. They are astika, but in the meantime, they don't understand the true purpose of life. Vedavadarataha. They keep quoting the words of the Vedas. And they keep talking about the sakama karmas that are told in the Vedas. अन्यत् न अस्ति इति वादिनः अन्यत् न अस्ति, there is nothing else, iti vadinah, they speak so. According to such people, there is no greater objective of life than accomplishing the material goals, the material enjoyments. They do not accept the possibility of moksha. Despite being associated with the Veda, they do not understand the possibility of moksha and the greatness of moksha. Therefore, nanyadastiti vadinaha kamatmanaha. The problem is not in the Vedas. One might think, despite being associated with the Veda, why they do not strive for moksha? Why they do not seek moksha? The problem is not in the Veda, because the Veda clearly says that moksha is the ultimate goal. Any material end is temporary in nature. The Vedas clearly state this. Tadyatheha karmajito lokah kshiyate evamevamutra punyajito lokah kshiyate. So punyajitaha lokah kshiyate. Any loka, including swarga, that is accomplished by means of punya, accomplished by means of karma, it is temporary. Therefore, the only permanent thing, the only permanent objective of life is moksha. Tameva viditva atimrutyumeti atmana vindate viryam vidyaya vindate mritam. Shruti talks about moksha. The Vedas talk about moksha. But these people, they are so much attracted to the material sources of enjoyment that the words of the Veda talking about moksha and the means for moksha do not attract them. They go unnoticed because the minds of these people are full of kama, full of desires. Kamatmanaha. They are kamatmanaha. They have many strong desires. And the mind is very much busy in pursuing the desires. Desire for various electronic gadgets, desire for ornaments, desire for real estate, desire for wealth, desire for foreign trip, holidays, and so on and so on. The mind is busy pursuing desires. Therefore, it does not find time to think about priorities of life. It does not find time to examine the priorities of life. Kamatmanaha. Their minds are full of kama. Swargaparaha. And at the maximum, what they can seek is a swarga. At the maximum, they are interested in going to swarga. Swargaparaha. Swarga is their ultimate objective of life. I want to go to swarga. In some religions, in some cultures, swarga is the ultimate goal of life. Going to heaven is the ultimate goal of life. If you lead a particular type of life in this world, after death, you will go to heaven. And in heaven, you will have a lot of enjoyments. There are religious texts that advertise heaven. And for them, heaven is the ultimate goal. But when it comes to the Vedas, when it comes to our scriptures, Sanatana Dharma, the Vedic scriptures, Swarga is not the goal. Though Swarga can be a goal, it is not the ultimate goal. Even if one goes to Swarga, he has to return, because Swarga is also a place confined in time and confined in space. It is not the ultimate goal. Even if one goes to Swarga, he has to return. And the happiness that you derive in Swarga is also limited. You do not get absolute happiness. You do not get permanent happiness, even in Swarga. Therefore, Krishna is condemning those people who think Swarga is the ultimate goal. Swarga paraha. These people are Swarga paraha. They just want Swarga. They do not think of a goal that is greater than Swarga. There is a goal which is much greater than Swarga, which is much superior to Swarga, and that is moksha, that is Paramatma. Swarga paraha yam imam pushpitam janma karma phalapradam bhogaishwarya gatim pratikriya vishesha bahulam vacham pravadanti. They speak certain words. Krishna is talking about what they speak, what kind of words they utter. Yam imam pushpitam vacham. They speak pushpitam vacham, flowery words. When they talk about their goals, it sounds very attractive. Flowery words. Pushpitam vacham. Janma karma phalapradam. And what they talk about is about another janma. Even if you go to Swarga, it is another janma. You are born as a devata and it is a karma phala. The birth, which is the result of a karma. In fact, any janma is the result of a karma. And if there is a janma, there has to be a marana also. Janma karma phalapradam. They will say, if you do certain types of actions, you will be reborn in America in the next janma. In olden days, they used to say Swarga. Now, if they say America, they will understand better. You will be reborn in a better country, in a very rich, prosperous family, and you will have all enjoyments. Generally, we think about the positive side of Janma. I will be in America and I will have enjoyments. But the other side of that life, generally people do not think about. We do not see the limitations of the material enjoyment. Generally, people do not see the limitations of material enjoyment. We see only the positive sides of it, only the superficial, attractive nature of the material enjoyment becomes visible to us. But if we are aware of the other side, the demerits, the limitations of any life, whether it is the life in America or whether it is life in Switzerland or it is the life in Swarga. If we are aware of the limitations, we will definitely get Vairagya. I don't want Janma. I don't want another birth. Whether it is in India or whether it is in America or whether it is in Swarga. I do not want another Janma. It is a part of Vairagya. One aspect of Vairagya is to say, I should not have another birth. But these people, they do not have that kind of Vairagya. Instead, they are praying for one more Janma because this life is not enough. In this life, I could not enjoy so many things. But let me have a better life with a better body, better accessories, so that I can enjoy more pleasure. That is how these people think. Therefore, Janma Karma Phala Pradam. They talk about Janma, which is Karma Phala. And within the Janma, they seek to enjoy various results of karma, various results of their punya. Janma karma phalapradam bhoga ishwarya gatim prati kriya vishesha bahulam. And they talk about various means in the form of various actions for attaining bhoga and aishwarya. They want bhoga and aishwarya. Bhoga means enjoyment, like eating ice cream is a bhoga. You are given plenty of ice cream, plenty of laddu, and you are allowed to watch TV on a big screen all the time. Enough bhoga is there. But that is not enough. It does not satisfy me. I want Aishwarya also. At least a few other people should listen to me. They should do what I say. They should be under my control. It is Aishwarya, overlordship. I should have say over the things, and I should have say over the matter. This is what happens to the old retired lady or gentleman sitting in the house. Sometimes it can happen. So this gentleman is given all that he wants. He doesn't have to work. They just ask him, you sit there in your room, watch TV, keep watching TV as much as you want, and you will be given whatever food you want. Juice is given from time to time. Coffee is given from time to time, because he is retired. Despite having all that, he is not happy, because he wants to have a say over the matters in the house. His son and daughter-in-law should listen to him. So he keeps poking his nose. Why this is done like this? Why this is done like that? Why? He wants Aishwarya. He should have the overlordship in the house. So Bhoga and Aishwarya. Majority of the people are interested in Bhoga and Aishwarya. Enjoyment as well as overlordship. And these sakama karmas serve as a means to accomplish both. Bhoga Ishwarya gatim prati kriya vishesha bahulam. They give many kriya visheshas, various forms of kriyas, special kriyas, special karmas, special rituals, and special prayers. that brings about special type of bhoga and aishwarya in the next janma. And they talk about such possibilities. Vacham pravadanti. They keep talking. You can make out from their talking what they are up to, what they want in life. You can make out from what they say. Such people, Bhogaishwarya prasaktanam, they are Bhogaishwarya prasaktaha. Their mind is attracted by Bhoga and Aishwarya, enjoyment and overlordship. Tayapahrita chetasam, and their mind is kidnapped by Bhoga and Aishwarya. Their mind is kidnapped, hijacked. They don't have any say over their mind because it is hijacked by all desires. That is why they are not able to think properly. Samadhau. Samadhau means antahkarani. In their mind, vyavasayatmika buddhihi na vidhiyate. Vyavasayatmika buddhihi. A clear understanding regarding the goal of life as well as the means to accomplish the goal. Vyavasayatmika buddhihi. A clear understanding does not arise. Na vidhiyate. Even if you tell them about moksha, about the sadhana for moksha, they do not understand because their mind is hijacked. Therefore, it does not get any clarity. It cannot think clearly. Therefore, the mind remains lacking in viveka. The mind remains lacking in clear understanding. Next sloka. Traigunya vishaya vedaha nistraigunyo bhavarjuna nirdvandvo nityasattvasthaha niryogakshema atmavan. Further criticism of sakama karma. Traigunya vishaya vedaha. Vedaha stands for the sakama karma that is enjoined in the Vedas. The Vedas are Traigunya Vishayaha. They talk about Traigunyam. Traigunya means samsara. The modification of three gunas is a Traigunyam. The whole universe is a modification of three gunas. Whether it is this loka or Swarga, both are within the domain of three gunas. And the Sakama Karma cannot take you anywhere beyond the three gunas. It keeps a person entangled in the three gunas. Even if he gets a Devata Sharira, he is caught in the three gunas: Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. Even the Devatas have Tamas. Even the Devatas have Rajas. Even they are caught in the net of three gunas. Therefore, Bhagavan suggests Arjuna, Nistraigunyo Bhavarjuna. Hey Arjuna, O Arjuna, Nistraigunyo Bhava. Seek to be free from the three gunas. Who is free from the three gunas? Only Paramatma is free from the three gunas. Only Brahman is free from the three gunas. Everything other than Brahman is within the three gunas. Therefore, by saying Nistraigunyo Bhava, Arjuna is asking, Bhagavan is asking Arjuna to seek moksha by seeking Paramatma. Seek Paramatma and thereby be free from the three gunas. And how to be free from the three gunas? How to be free from samsara? Nirdvandvo bhava. Be free from dvandva. Dvandva means pairs of opposites, like pleasure and pain, honor and dishonor, success and failure. Such pairs of opposites are called dvandva. Nirdvandvaha. Be free from the pairs of opposites. It means accepting the pairs of opposites without getting affected, without allowing the pairs of opposites to affect us, to affect our inner poise. A nirdvandvaha is a person who accepts success and failure alike, pleasure and pain alike, honor and dishonor alike, gain and loss alike. Nirdvandvo bhava. Be nirdvandvaha. And nitya sattvasthaha. Abide in sattva guna always, making oneself free from rajas and tamas. One should make effort to abide in sattva, because it is sattva which, which makes the knowledge possible. Sattvat sanjayate jnanam. Sattva-guna facilitates knowledge. If one has to get knowledge, one has to abide in Sattva-guna. And to abide in Sattva-guna, one should not entertain Rajas and Tamas. But the human nature is to be attracted by Rajas and Tamas, to be inclined towards Rajas and Tamas. Sometimes Tamas tries to overpower us. That is why we become lazy, we become dull, and we allow the laziness to take over. When the laziness crops up in the mind, one should say, let me not yield to the tamas. That is how one has to get rid of tamas. One has to fight the tamas. The tendencies of tamas, like laziness, carelessness, etc. Then there are tendencies of rajas, like restlessness, anger, greed, and so on. When the rajas tries to dominate our mind, we should be aware of it and make effort to get rid of the rajas, the tendencies of rajas, like greed, anger, hatred, envy, etc. That is how one has to be a nitya sattvasthaha. One can abide in sattva always. Niryoga-kshemaha. Be free from yoga-kshemaha. Here yoga and kshema. Yoga-kshema. LIC. Yoga-kshemam vahamyaham. Niryoga-kshema means be free from LIC. Don't take life insurance. That is not the idea. Yoga means apraptasya prapti. Gaining what one does not have is yoga. Apraptasya praptihi yogaha. Attaining something that I do not have is yoga. And kshemaha means praptasya rakshanam. Protecting what I already have is a kshema. Most of us spend our life engrossed in yoga kshema. I want to get this, I want to get that. It is yoga. And kshema, I have to save it, I have to protect it, I have to maintain it. It is kshema. Yoga and kshema. I want to get money, yoga. I have to save my money against loss, against market fluctuations, against inflation. I have to save my money. It is kshema. Yoga and kshema keep us very much busy. And if a person is very much engaged in yoga kshema, he keeps worrying all the time. How will I get it? What will happen to my possessions? What will happen to my wealth? What will happen to my reputation? And so on and so on. He will be full of worries regarding yoga and kshema. But in the spiritual pursuit, if one has to be successful in the spiritual pursuit, he should stop worrying about yoga and kshema. By saying, let Bhagavan take care of yoga kshema, let me not worry. Such a person is niryoga kshemaha. He is free from worries regarding yoga and kshema. Niryoga kshemaha. And to be niryoga kshemaha, one has to cultivate dependence on Ishvara. One has to cultivate holding on to Ishvara. Learn holding on to Ishvara. I will do my effort, the efforts that are required on my part, and I leave the rest to Ishvara. One should think so. That is when he becomes an niryoga kshemaha. Niryoga kshemo bhava. Atmavan. Atmavan means apramattaha. Free from pramada. Free from carelessness. Free from complacency. A true seeker, a true mumukshu should not be complacent in the pursuit of moksha. What I should do? Am I doing the right thing all the time? Or am I deviating from my values? A mumukshu should think about it always. Keep introspecting and remain watchful. Remain vigilant about what he is doing. Such a person is Atmavan. He does not become careful. He does not remain careless. He is alert in conducting his life, in following the values of life. Atmavan bhava. Be Atmavan. Be vigilant about your thoughts and deeds. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti.